Chapter 1: The Paradox of Invisibility. Definition: understanding the true nature of invisibility. Invisibility, at first glance, evokes images of physical disappearance, of becoming unseen and undetectable to the naked eye. However, the invisibility we are exploring in this book transcends the physical realm and delves into the metaphysical, spiritual, and psychological dimensions. Understanding the true nature of invisibility requires us to shift our perspective from the external to the internal. From the visible to the invisible. From the superficial to the profound. This chapter aims to unravel the paradox of invisibility, to illuminate its power and wisdom, and to guide us on a journey from seeking external validation to embracing our internal truth. The true nature of invisibility lies in its ability to free us from the constraints of ego, societal expectations, and the incessant need for recognition. It is about becoming unseen in the eyes of the world so that we can become visible to ourselves. This form of invisibility is not about hiding or escaping, but about revealing and discovering. It is about shedding the layers of pretense and facade that we have built around ourselves and embracing our authentic self. It is about stepping into a space of quietude and stillness where we can listen to the whispers of our soul and connect with our divine essence. In a world that clamors for attention, where being seen and heard is often equated with success and importance, The idea of invisibility can seem counterintuitive, even undesirable. We are taught to stand out, to make a mark, to assert our presence. We are bombarded with messages that urge us to promote ourselves, to gather followers, to amass likes and shares. Yet, in this pursuit of visibility, we often lose sight of what truly matters. We become caught in a cycle of seeking external validation, measuring our worth by the opinions of others, and molding ourselves to fit societal norms and expectations. In this process, we may neglect our inner world, our true desires, and our unique essence. Emphasizing the power and wisdom found in being unseen by the world. The paradox of invisibility is that by becoming unseen, we actually find a deeper sense of presence and power. When we are no longer preoccupied with how we are perceived by others, we can focus on our own growth and development. We can listen to our inner voice, follow our intuition, and align our actions with our values and purpose. Invisibility allows us to detach from the noise and distractions of the external world and to cultivate a rich and vibrant inner life. It opens up a space for introspection, reflection, and spiritual exploration. The purpose of embracing invisibility is to tap into the power and wisdom that lie within us. When we are not constantly seeking validation from others, we can find validation within ourselves. We can recognize our inherent worth, our unique talents, and our divine connection. Invisibility empowers us to live authentically, to make choices that resonate with our true self, and to pursue goals that are meaningful and fulfilling. It allows us to navigate life with a sense of clarity and purpose, guided by our inner compass rather than external influences. Moreover, invisibility fosters wisdom. In the silence and stillness of being unseen, we can observe the world with a clear and unbiased perspective. We can see beyond appearances and illusions, discerning the deeper truths that underlie our experiences. Invisibility sharpens our senses, enhances our intuition, and deepens our understanding. It enables us to perceive the interconnectedness of all things, to recognize the divine presence in ourselves and others, and to approach life with compassion and empathy. Transition from external validation to internal truth. The journey from external validation to internal truth is a transformative process that involves several key steps. The first step is to become aware of our need for external validation and how it influences our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. This awareness requires us to reflect on our motivations and to question the sources of our self-worth. Are we seeking approval and recognition from others to feel valued and important? Are we conforming to societal expectations to fit in and be accepted? Are we measuring our success by external standards rather than our own values and aspirations? The second step is to begin the process of detachment. This involves letting go of the need for external validation and shifting our focus inward. Detachment does not mean disengagement from life or relationships. Rather, it means releasing our dependence on external approval and finding a sense of self-worth that is rooted in our inner being. This step requires us to practice self-reflection, mindfulness, and self-compassion. We need to cultivate an inner dialogue that is supportive and affirming, acknowledging our strengths and achievements without seeking validation from others. The third step is to cultivate silence and stillness. In a world filled with noise and distractions, finding moments of quietude can be challenging but essential. Silence allows us to connect with our inner self, to listen to our intuition, and to gain clarity and insight. Practices such as meditation, prayer, journaling, and spending time in nature can help us cultivate this inner silence. These practices create a sacred space where we can reflect, recharge, and reconnect with our true essence. The fourth step is to embrace authenticity. This involves being true to ourselves, honoring our values, and expressing our unique essence. Authenticity requires us to let go of the masks and roles we have adopted to gain approval and to live in alignment with our true self. It means making choices that resonate with our inner truth, even if they go against societal norms or expectations. Authenticity empowers us to live with integrity and purpose, to pursue our passions, and to contribute to the world in meaningful ways. The fifth step is to foster a sense of inner connectedness. This involves recognizing our divine essence and our connection to the greater whole. When we see ourselves as part of the interconnected web of life, we can find a sense of belonging and purpose that transcends individual achievements and recognition. This sense of connectedness fosters compassion, empathy, and a desire to serve others. It reminds us that our true worth is not determined by external accolades, but by the love, kindness, and wisdom we bring into the world. The sixth step is to embrace the gifts of invisibility. Each of the 9 gifts we will explore in this book represents a unique aspect of the inner transformation that invisibility brings. These gifts guide us towards spiritual evolution and personal fulfillment, offering a roadmap for those who seek to live a life of deeper meaning and purpose. By cultivating these gifts, we can navigate the challenges and opportunities of life with grace and wisdom, finding strength and inspiration in the quietness of our own soul. As we journey through this process, we may encounter resistance and challenges. The pull of external validation can be strong, and the fear of being unseen or forgotten can be daunting. However, by trusting in the process and staying committed to our inner journey, we can overcome these challenges and discover the profound rewards of invisibility. We can find a sense of freedom, empowerment, and fulfillment that is not dependent on external circumstances, but is rooted in our inner being. Invisibility is not a destination, but a continuous journey of growth and transformation. It is a practice that requires ongoing commitment and dedication. Each moment of silence, each act of self-reflection, each step towards authenticity brings us closer to our true self and our divine essence. Invisibility invites us to live with greater awareness, presence, and purpose, to find joy and contentment in the simple things, and to connect with the deeper truths that lie within us. In conclusion, the paradox of invisibility lies in its ability to empower us by freeing us from the need for external validation and guiding us towards our internal truth. It is a journey that involves shedding the layers of pretense and facade, cultivating silence and stillness, embracing authenticity, fostering inner connectedness, and cultivating the gifts of invisibility. By embracing this journey, we can find a sense of presence and power that transcends the superficial and connects us with the profound. We can live a life of deeper meaning and purpose, guided by our inner wisdom and divine essence. This is the true power and wisdom found in being unseen by the world.